Yo, what's going on with y'all? Today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make dark melodies for artists such as EST Gee, 42 Dugg, Nardo Wick. I've been gone for a little minute, but I'm gonna be making a return. So with that being said, make sure y'all follow me on IG, Twitter, and join the Discord. And with that being said, let's get right to it. Alright, so first I'm gonna show y'all how the sample sounds. So yeah, that's the sample, nothing too crazy, just real bouncy, melodic, repetitive. So yeah, let's break it down. So all I did for this idea was just do a regular C sharp minor chord, and then what I did was drop the 3 in the chord. I'm sorry, I brought the 3 up an octave, and then I kept dropping it down just to create more tension within the sound itself. And then right here I did an F sharp minor chord doing the same thing, except I didn't raise it up an octave. And then on the mixer track I got an EQ lowering some of the low mids and mids. Another EQ just dropping more low mids and some of the high mids. A fab filter. I do a lot of EQing for this sound, to be honest with you. Just raise or lowering more high mids because it was very harsh. An RC20 with vinyl 3, dropping the wobble. A Valhalla vintage verb. I raised the low cut up 380 hertz, and then I dropped the mix to 61%. And then finally I did a Valhalla delay. I didn't touch any of this, I just messed with the bus and put it down to 30%. That's what it sounds like without effects. Like, it sounds cool, but with the effects turned on, it sounds even better to me. So after that, I decided to record the pattern out and then reverse it. And for this little sample right here, this little intro to sample, I reversed it, and then all I added to it was a tremulator just to get the little wobble effect, and then some more Valhalla vintage verb, raising the low cut up 270 hertz, and that's all I did. Oh, and I lowered the bus down to 15%. All right, so next, after I had that little pad out, I decided to add the bass notes, and what I did for the bass notes was just put, all right, so next all I put was a bass piano, and all I did was just follow the root notes of the pad. So as you can see here, it's a C sharp again and the F sharp minor. Instead of just having it play out one note as a bass piano, I just wanted to add some bounce to it, so this is what I did. It's nothing crazy to add the bounce on your bass piano, but I like to do it because it adds a little bit more like life to your samples, if you get what I'm trying to say. All right, so for the next sound I chose, it was this Pluck from Electra X. It's the Pluck photocopied. I would show y'all where it's at, but if I click it, it's just gonna reset the sound. I had to load up this project multiple times, but this is what the MIDI looks like. So as you can tell, it's just a copy and paste. from the first pad. And then all I put on there was just an EQ, lowering some of the low mids and mids. Some more EQ, lowering low mids and mids because it was a sharp sound. Some halftime, putting it at 21%. And then I added a Valhalla vintage reverb, raising the low cut to 270 hertz, and then the mix down to 54.5%. After that, I decided to go into Electra X again, getting this ET bell. So it's nothing too crazy, just an arpeggiated sound. And to get it like this, all I did was copy and paste the pad, pressed Alt-A to arpeggiate it, and it came out like this, and I kind of liked how it sounded. And then all I put on the mixer was an EQ, lowering the mids and high mids, another EQ, lowering the bass down a little bit, and then some of the low mids, a halftime at 50%. I put a Fruity Love filter, but I believe all I did was just put the low pass 2 preset, an RC20 with the vinyl 3 preset with just turning the wobble down, a Valhalla vintage verb, raising the low cut up 380 and then dropping the mix to 86, and then a Valhalla delay with nothing touched except the bus at 18%. So what I did next was I added a choir. The choir is from Contact. It's the Choir Essentials Bank with the women performance on it. And this is what it sounds like. So yeah, it's just a copy and paste, just following the root notes again. You probably couldn't even hear it because it's very quiet in the sample, but all I added was an EQ, lowering the mids, a pan man so they could bounce, Valhalla vintage verb, raising the low cut up 320 and then dropping the mix to 86%, and then a Valhalla delay again. I don't touch my Valhalla delay, I just mess with the bus and I dropped it to 21%. Lastly, I decided to go into Omnisphere again, so I went into Omnisphere one more time and just grabbed a flute out of the Palace 808 Mafia bank. So what I did was just copy the Electra X bank, the MIDI from here, and I put in as the flute, and this is what it sounds like. So yeah, and then I just copy and pasted it over. I really fuck with the bounce, and I really like how the sound came out. And then for the mixer, all I put was an EQ, lowering the mids, and then a little bit of the highs. I had put a halftime and pan man on, but I didn't like how it sounded, so I just turned them off. Next, I added a Valhalla vintage verb again, raising the low cut up to 430 and dropping the mix to 30%. And then again, I put a Valhalla delay, just lowering it to 20% on the bus. And then when you have it all finished, this is what it sounds like. And yeah, that's the whole sample. So with that being said, if y'all did enjoy this video, make sure y'all hit that like button. Like I said, I'm gonna be trying to make a return with these tutorials because I miss doing them. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord. I don't know when's the last time I made a video, but if I haven't said it, make sure y'all go check out Play the Truth, Shake 'Em Off featuring Babyface Ray. I co-produced it. Shout out Babyface Ray. We got a bunch more shit on the way. And with that being said, I'm out.